Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. One of the scenic backdrops in the entire sport. Provo, Utah, and Lavelle Edwards Stadium, where the players are starting to build the intensity as we get closer and closer to kickoff. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
Provo, Utah, also known as Utah's Garden City, is the site for this college football matchup. Let's head down to the coin toss now. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Brigham Young lines up to kick this one off, and we're just about set to get underway. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. From their own 25-yard line, it's second down. And he's hit immediately. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
Quick pass, and he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
That makes it second and 8.
from their own 40-yard line. It's second down. Slings it out, and it gets hit.
Did you see how quickly he closed on the ball and took up that pass? That's what you look for in a safety.
He's got it with room to run. And down he goes at the 48.
That was a well-designed and executed pattern, but on third down and forever, it just wasn't enough.
McGill is back to receive. Here's the... No, they snap into the up back. They went for it on fourth and didn't get it.
I'm not quite sure what they were trying to prove with that. It's the first half, and they're going for it on fourth down.
They can really pay for it now unless their defense comes out here and makes a big defensive stop. So the offense will come out in opponent's territory for their first drive of the game.
They couldn't have asked for better field position than this.
And they make the stop at the 42. Picks up 5 on the scramble.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Cox gets the carry. Good outside run there. So the halfback gets some decent yards and a first down.
And that shows you why he's such a weapon as a ball carrier. Good gain for the offense.
Stays in bounds to make a nice catch. A nice looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find a hot receiver.
Tackles him hard at the 12-yard line. He's taken down at about the 17-yard line.
That's not what you hope for from your running game. You're looking for some solid north and south progress. You never want to give the defense a play like that to build their confidence.
From the 17-yard line. Second down. Swings it out left to the halfback. Touchdown, Cougars. And he adds the extra point. A 7-play, 46-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
The score now, 7-0. The Cougars are right where they want to be early in this one, partner.
Well, this is what their coach talked about, getting off to a great start. They did their job, and it's nice to see the offense move the ball down the field and also get some points on the board.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. That's a great tackle at the 29. Throws it in a hurry. Freeman picks up about 4 yards with a catch.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6. Ball on the 29-yard line. Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. He's at the 40. He's tackled at the 37-yard line.
He has to make better decisions than that. He should have known that there was no room to squeeze that ball in there.
Brigham Young is up a score. Complete. He's got room. Tackle made at about the 29-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Things are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
False start, offense.
They'll give this one another try after the flag.
And on third down, too. That's when you don't want those kind of things to happen.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 27. Two's man on the screen. Tackle around the 6-yard line. And they get up with one for recovery.
Boy, the quarterback very fortunate there. But I'll tell you, watching him in practice this week, this is something that they felt pretty confident to have some success with.
Zips it to the tight end, and he's taken down at the 3.
Nothing flashy at all. But now, that first down marker is a lot closer.
Touchdown, BYU! And he converts the extra point. A 5-play, 42-yard drive, and they get it in for 7.
The offense did a really good job of mixing up the opponent on that drive. I put the defense on its heels most of the drive. Offense.
The Cougars have found a way to shut this offense down. Hey, it's still early in a football game.
Yeah, give them a lot of credit for the way they've played up to this point. But just based on watching these teams and preparing for this game, not be surprised to see this offense eventually find itself and start to execute much better.
Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 25. Gets it. He's in space. They'll bring him down at about the 35.
Call it a gain of 10 yards. Third down.
They go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. Fourth down.
So it's fourth down, and the offense is still on the field. This is a very questionable play call here. I'm not sure I agree with it. There's a little bit of happy feet down there on the field. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
It's so tough to move the ball forward. Even a 5-yard setback can do damage to a drive. That ball wasn't in the air very long, but it got a really good bounce to tack on some extra yards.
Here comes the offense as they look to find the end zone yet again.
Well, it's one thing to have speed. It's another thing to have an idea of what you're doing and how to attack the defense. And right now, these wide receivers clearly have done an outstanding job in being able to make their reads and getting out of their breaks, and the quarterback put the ball right on the mark.
Catches it and immediately for a loss.
That's a loss of 4 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and 13.
Second down, 13 yards to go. Ball on the 16. Give to the tailback. And he is drilled at the 17.
Gain of 1 yard. That brings up 3rd and 12.
And he's tackled right away. Dumps it complete over the middle. A 4-yard loss.
Well, that play was sort of out of sync from the start, but you have to also recognize that the defense made a great play. They read it from the get-go.
Britton awaits the snap. Hines takes it at the 49. Tackle made at the 45-yard line. It's not quite a blowout, but unless they do something here, it might turn into... He airs it out. Doesn't get there.
Hodge was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 45. Strike to his receiver, no good.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Well, the defense stood tall there.
Boy, the defense did what they had to do to get 3 and out and now get the offense back on the field.
4th down, and the offense is still on the field. Oh, great catch. I wonder why they went for it there.
Me too. It's still early in the game to have to gamble like that. You have to question the play calling there that puts a lot of pressure now on their defense.
And while I disagree with the call, I've got to admire the tenacity of this coach. He'll do just about anything to win. Scrambling around. Sheds that one. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Brought down right around the 38-yard line. They come out in an empty backfield. Fires out to his receiver. And he's tackled at the 35. He didn't have much of a chance on that play.
Boy, this defense has a lot of speed. They're all over him by the time he caught the ball.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. Stays in bounds and made a nice catch. And we've reached the end of one. 14-0 Cougars. Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter.
Watch the shift.
Now he's scrambling. And he has it on the corner. Big play there, and now they're looking at 1st and goal.
What is going on with his defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with 1st downs, and they're executing well. But the defense is just letting them maintain possession and move the ball right down the field. They've got to try to change things up with their scheme. Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up, take some risks.
He scrambled. And down he goes around the 5-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That brings up 2nd and goal.
And it looks like they're going to bring some heat.
Hey, alert 3, switch.
Halfback's got it on the quick throw. And he tacks on the extra point. It was a 6-play, 63-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
You know, this offensive line has done a really good job, but really I think it's more about the big play ability from the running backs and why we've seen so many big plays from this offense.
Brown is lined up to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. And they can forget about returning this one. And the defense stopped them cold on 4th down during their last drive.
It's important for this offense to reestablish their continuity. The last time they were unable to move the ball down the field. In fact, they were taken off the field after not converting on the 4th down. Get the football back. Let's see if they can reestablish that confidence.
From their own 25-yard line. 2nd down. The tight end's got it for a 1st down. And they make the stop at the 46-yard line.
Just another weapon for this offense. He's got good hands, and he's tough to bring down. He showed right there that he can make something big happen.
Slings it. He's taken down right around the 14-yard line.
Well, you give up too many passes like that, and the game will be done before you know it. They cannot let these receivers get behind them.
So after the big pass play, we've got a 1st down. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line. That makes it 1st and goal.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. And he has it on the corner. Touchdown, Trojans. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 25. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Gets to about the 27-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
He zips it out to the left. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
Jackson breaks up the pass. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
From their own 27-yard line, it's 3rd down.
198. Watch 98. Let's go.
Tries to set up a screen for the wide receiver. He's tackled at the 30.
Number 98 brings him down at the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Britton is the punter. Hines fields it at the 30. He's taken down at the 36-yard line. This offense did really well with the air attack on their last trip out there. Let's see if they can do the same thing here.
This quarterback right now is in a rhythm, and a lot of that has to do with his preparation. You can see right now with the lead.
Throws back across his body, and this one's intercepted. Tackle made at the 46.
Brad, I'm going to put that one on the quarterback. I think he's forcing the issue out there. I understand you're down a couple scores and you're trying to get back into the game, but you can't get it all back at once. You've got to be patient, take your time, and methodically work yourselves back as a team back into this game.
He gets out to about the 37-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss. Defense looked like it jumped early there.
Offside. Defense.
It's easy to teach guys to watch the ball and not listen to the quarterback's cadence, but some quarterbacks are just so good at barking out the signals that they're still able to draw some of these guys off sides.
1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Going for it all to the end zone. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Boy, this is a great play by the safety to be able to be in a position to make this play, but he's got to be able to hold on to the football. You know, he's a big, physical, athletic guy, but you've got to be able to secure a football and make a big play when it presents itself.
Got a man. Watch out here. Tackle around the 14-yard line. Quick throw. And he's still on his feet. Breaks one and scores. And he adds the extra point. Time for an update from the studio. Reese, what have you got?
The Red Hawks rolled into the game in the top 15, but believing that this is a top 10 football team. We have got an all-out Donnybrook on our hands. The Red Hawks have the lead, 3-0.
And we thank you, Reese Davis. Back to the action here. Brigham Young to kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
Fires it out. And he's taken down at the 40.
Gain of 15 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 40.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40. Nice pickup as they connect on the pass play.
Well, they look to be in sync right now. They're both reading the defense properly, and the result is a nice gain.
From the 48-yard line, it's first down. It's complete. They'll bring him down to the 33-yard line.
Gain of 15 on the play. First down.
From the 33-yard line, first down. Fired quickly, and he's got his man, and he's level at the 24.
Hunter took the tackle at the 24-yard line. That brings up second and 1.
It's second down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Runs it left for a decent gain.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That makes it first and 10.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They bring the quarterback down. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Fires in a hurry. Interception.
We're going to find out what kind of character this football team has. I mean, I thought they had a chance to get back into this game. Now this big interception, let's find out what kind of fight and character they have to try to get back in the game.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 18.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. Mike. Hey, let's get that hole.
Off play action. Now he's on the move. Brought down at the 24-yard line.
The quarterback didn't see anybody open downfield, so he took it himself and picked up some decent yardage.
Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
False start, offense.
Maybe he got the cadence wrong coming out of the huddle. The coaches have a low threshold for mistakes like that.
Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 19. He's on the run. And he's tackled at the 23. And they picked up 4 yards on the scramble.
4 yards. Third down.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Check three. Switch.
And he throws right away. This one will fall incomplete, and they're going to have to bring on the punt team.
On third down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
Britton awaits the snap. He's at midfield, knocked out of bounds at the 47. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
Clipping is the call, and now they'll have to find a way to make up those yards right here. From their own 38-yard line. First down. 5 wide. Throws it.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Fires that quickly, incomplete.
The ball just sailed on him, and he knows it. He'll get it next time.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 38. He's out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. 4th down.
This is kind of a surprising call right here by the coach. This is an obvious punting situation. And down he goes around the 43-yard line.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
From the 43-yard line, it's first down. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
Fires quick, he catches another. Touchdown, Troy. And he hits the PAT. Reese Davis joins us in the studio with this update. Reese?
The Blue Raiders are on top, 7-6.
2-touchdown ball game right now, 28-14 here. We want to see return man create lightning before halftime. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. They're set to go for another round. It's the tailback. And now he's got room to run. He gets out to about the 44-yard line. So we've played 2 quarters. The Cougars in front, 28-14. All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. Excellent kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. 25-yard line.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Here's the call from the referee.
Delay of game, offense.
That penalty will move them back a bit.
Yeah, and with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
So it's 2nd down and 15 after the penalty. He wants it all, going long. And he is drilled at the 43-yard line. He's taken down at the 26. Bring him down in the backfield.
That's a loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd.
From the 27-yard line, it's 2nd down.
36.
They go to the ground game. Got an opening. Touchdown. Big play. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Brown looks ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
I love the toughness here by this quarterback, sitting in until the last second, trying to make a play downfield, only to have this defense get to him. He's got to do a better job maybe feeling things out a little bit, but at least he has the awareness and a toughness to sit in that pocket.
And he's tackled right away.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He heaves it deep. Missed him. This one should be interesting.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
From the 41-yard line. 1st down.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver. Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 31. They come out in a 5-wide set. It's Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. He's tackled at the 21-yard line.
Call it a gain of 20 yards. First down.
They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Off balance, and they can't connect.
Sure, it's disappointing, but this is the kind of mechanical flaw you can fix with practice and coaching.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 21. Wideout makes the first down catch. Tackle around the 7-yard line.
14 yards on the play. That makes it first and goal.
So they're back in the red zone where they threw a pick on their last visit. Steps up. Tackle made around the 1-yard line.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That brings up second and goal.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Touchdown, and it ain't over yet. And he converts the extra point. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
And for Johnson, he's now hit the century mark with his arm. Middle Tennessee State has the edge, 14-13, closing in on halftime.
Well, you can never look ahead a week, but that would be a pretty big upset if that score holds. Troy is lining up to kick this one off.
Lowry back deep to return.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. This offense did really well with the air attack on their last trip out there. Let's see if they can do the same thing here.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because, again, they put so much time trying to put a plan together, and to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play caller.
Stopped behind the line.
Did somebody miss an assignment there? I mean, this kid came in untouched. I don't know if it's the wide receiver or maybe the tight end. Somebody's got to be able to block that corner. He's going to make plays all day.
There's a missed tackle. He's at midfield. And he's taken down at the 42-yard line. Here's a quick throw. And it's caught. To the 10. Touchdown, Brigham Young. He makes the PAT. Brigham Young to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchdown.
Boy, this is turning into a shootout here. Now, remember, the last time we saw this offense out in the field, they answered the bell and scored a touchdown. Can they do that now a second time? The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
Wants to go long and does. And he's got it. The 10. They're not done yet. And he adds the extra point. kick. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The offense was able to punch it in the end zone on that last drive. They'll come back out looking for more of the same.
This quarterback right now is in a rhythm, and a lot of that has to do with his preparation. You can see right now with the reads that he put football out of his hands that he's feeling very, very confident in his football against this defense.
That makes second and 6.
Gets out around the gate.
That makes it first and 10.
Here he goes. They'll bring him down at the 39.
Gain of 3 yards. That brings up second and 1.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. He's coming. He's coming. Jack. Patriot. Patriot.
And he hits him hard at the 28. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out. That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they could just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
Second down and 11. Ball on the 49.
3 down. 51, Mike. Check 9.
And he tackles him hard at the 45.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. That'll bring up third and long.
The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Gets rid of it quickly. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Throws quickly, and it's almost intercepted.
Intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10.
From the 23-yard line, second down.
Here we go. Jack. Patriot.
A little toss across the middle. And he's tackled around the 13-yard line.
That'll make it third and long.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Cougars. And he tacks on the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. He's to the 10, and he's taken down at the 13-yard line. Troy's dreams are a reality in this football game. They've scored 21 points in a row. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
You know, when this defense went over to the sideline,
Picked off. It's the ball-hawking senior. And down he goes at the 40-yard line. He just jumped up and snatched that ball.
Well, there, I don't think the quarterback even saw him. The defender went up into the air and made a great catch.
1st and 10. Ball on the 40. Cox takes the give. And they hit him in the backfield.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Watch the safety creep. Let's go. Flag 98.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Let's go.
Slings it. And they make the stop at the 35. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping. Offense.
It'll be 3rd down again after that penalty.
Yeah, now they have more yards to pick up for the 1st down.
So with the penalty, they've got 3rd and a mile. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts.
Let's go.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. 4th down.
The Cougars wide receiver, we hope can make a comeback and get back in this ball game. Went out with that injury a little bit earlier. We head to the 4th. The Cougars with a 3-touchdown advantage. Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. Britton is hoping to boom this one down the field. This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
Wants it all, going deep. He goes up and gets it.
That's good for a gain of 37 yards. 1st down.
They come out in an empty backfield. Taken down at the 27-yard line. This flag came from the umpire, and that means this is probably
Offense.
Holding penalties can really kill momentum. But sometimes if you don't hold, your quarterback can take a pretty good shot.
from the 42-yard line. 1st down. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Fires out to his wideout, and he's level at the 24-yard line.
Campbell with the tackle at the 24-yard line. 1st down.
Quarterback all by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts. Makes the catch, and look out. Knocked out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Gain of 8 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 1.
5 wide. What a play to set him up with a 1st and goal.
He made a really good move at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes all you need to do is throw off the defender's timing just a little bit at the start of the play.
On the pass, touchdown. And he hits gets the PAT.
A 5-play, 69-yard drive, and they put up 7 points.
Brett, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow them down.
Harris is lined up to kick this one off. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop.
Quick throw out to the receiver. He's tackled right around the 46-yard line. Makes it to the 44.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Handoff inside, and he's quickly brought down.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
Runs it again, and he stopped short of the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
He was able to deaden that kick perfectly, and he gives them a long field to work with.
Let's find out if the defense has made any adjustments after giving up a touchdown on that last drive.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And the one thing is that any defensive coordinator will tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
From their own 9-yard line, 2nd down. Complete. He's got room. Tackle at the 20.
That's a gain of 11 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Gets it. He's in space. There's a very impressive open field tackle.
That's a gain of 31 on the play. 1st down.
It's 1st down and 10 now after picking up some great yardage through the air. And a quick throw. Tackle made at about the 29-yard line.
1st down.
Caught. 1st down. It's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Steps out of bounds at the 12. Hines picks him up around 7 yards with that catch.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Dumps it complete to the halfback over the middle. And he's taken down at the 10.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. Third down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That makes it 1st and goal.
It's the tailback. Touchdown, Troy. So the kicker's going to stay on the sidelines. These guys will try for a 2-point conversion. They're trying to stop the run here with a goal line defense. And he's in for 2. Time for an update from the studio. Reese, what have you got?
Red Hawks rolled into the game in the top 15, but believing that this is a top 10 football team. We've been watching this thing all day long. A tight game, 2 relentless fighters exchanging blows.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're 1 play away from a very different ball game.
Brigham Young is up by 6. He gets out to about the 28-yard line.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Quick pass. He's to the 40. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Hold everything, folks. There's a marker down. Let's get the call. So they'll go back after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here. So the penalty puts him back for a 1st and long. Has some daylight. Makes it out to about the 46.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
A little more than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. They try the right side. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And he is drilled at the 21. Let's see now how the defense responds to giving a gain on the run. That's a great tackle at the 24. The Trojans taking their first time out of the half.
That brings up second and 13.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll drop him for a loss. Troy's going to have to use their second time out of the half.
The way the safety was playing up toward the line of scrimmage shows you what they think of the offense's passing game. Not a lot of respect for it.
Man left, man left.
Third down, 15 to go. Ball on the 25. Well, a lot of frustration by that offense, but you've got to give the defense credit for coming up with a stop in this quarter in a game this close. Under a minute left. You get it up, and they tack on 3 points. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. He's racked up solid pass.
You know, you can almost see his confidence rising with every snap that he and this offense take. We all recognize the offensive line. This defense has been coming to this quarterback. To the offensive line's credit, giving him enough time to be able to read the defense at good.
He goes downtown. Complete. It's the junior. Very clutch tackle there because this kid had some space. Throws a bullet. Finds a man. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Quick two-play, 75-yard drive. And they come away with a touchdown.
Boy, that is scoring in a hurry. This offense is looking more and more close.
Troy has just one hope left, and it all falls on this onside kick. He wasn't breaking that tackle. What a hit. This might be it. They've got the lead, but if they add to it, they know they've got a victory. Brigham Young is up 2. The quarterback takes a knee, and that's always a good sign if you're a fan of this team. A great game here today in a tight one. Brigham Young, 52. Troy, 50.
And the Troy Trojans, 50.
That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.